Hello, my name is Dan Schmitt. My website is teamchicago.tv. That's right, teamchicago.tv. I do a weekly TV show called Team Chicago Challenge. One of the great shows I've done in the past, 2003, I was at Naked City. That's Nudist County in Indiana. The Hill and Gully Riders put on an annual event in the summertime called the Summer Bummer Enduro. My friend Steve-O, who works at Extreme Motorsport, allowed me to ride his 200 Kawasaki bike, totally set up for enduro riding. So I had a great event. Let's see some of the highlights from that event, 2003, off-road racing, and I think you're going to enjoy these clips. In this show, I'm going to try to explain the difference between an enduro and a Hare Scrambles as I ride the late great Steve-O's Kawasaki 200.
This Kawasaki is absolutely an excellent motorcycle for riding enduros. It's a 200. It makes the same power just about as my 250. The chassis is a little bit smaller, more like riding a 125 with a more powerful engine, but the power comes down low, so it's really easy. First, second, third gear. You've got a ton of torque, which makes riding these trails that much easier. You can see, I'm happy Steve has allowed me to ride it. I had trouble with my Yamaha 250. And the Hill and Gully Riders, I know if I make this event, there's going to be many, many miles of free trails out here in Rosemont, Indiana. Let one competitor get by. It's a timed event. If you get into a checkpoint late, you're docked the point. If you get in early, you're docked a few points. But this is definitely big fun. I let another rider by.
I am riding at Naked City with this Kawasaki 200. And now we're going to take a look at the terrain out by Morrison, Illinois, as I run a Hare Scrambles with Bill Gussie at the Bike Barn.
So if you want to get into off-road racing, I tell you, this is definitely the place to be. You don't need headlights, you don't need license plate. Just buy any dirt bike. Doesn't have to be new, it could be 14 years old like mine. You learn how to maintain it and take care of it, and the bike will last just fine. And Bill's cutting some new trails out here, some old trails. Gotta keep your eyes open here because there's another peat field. You can get into a hole and it could swallow you up. So watch out for the holes. Work your way through. Running pretty good. A deep rut. Let's get on by. This rider's got the little better jump. I'm not that great in the hoops. Pretty good in the tight woods, but
we started this show riding Steve-O's Kawasaki at an AMA Enduro at Naked City. In this clip, I am riding my Yamaha with Bill Gussie, the Saturday event with the Moose Run. The starts are totally different and the rules are different between an AMA Enduro and a Hare Scrambles.
It's a two-wave start. This is the fun run, the Saturday run. Absolutely perfect. We're going to watch the first wave take off. I took my bike to see how quickly my bike starts. 1 or 2 kicks. It's a dead engine start. And they wave the flag. It's time to head out and challenge. The course, we're right at the Bike Barn, Morrison, Illinois. As that first wave makes it across the creek and heads across the field, you got to get ready. Dead engine start. Wait for the flag. Anticipating. I'll tell you, these Saturday runs. Now, the Moose Run has got the reputation as the baddest, toughest, meanest race in the country. But this is the fun run. But it pays points for the series, United Off-Road Racing. Just think, if you just had a dirt bike, you could be out there riding right with these guys. Well, it only took a couple kicks, and I got my 1989 YZ250W. There's a few different groups running. I'm running the plus 50 class. Bill did not offer the vintage classes per year. But this is round 5, counts as the points. Tomorrow is going to be the tough one. Part of the World Off-Road Championship Series, WORCS, Parts Unlimited. Little traffic jam here at the bridge. Let's check out this bridge. This is always a challenge. Now we'll head across this. I'll tell you, they got some great soil in this part of Illinois. It is so soft and tender.
As I cut across this field and head over towards the woods, we're in Morrison, Illinois, racing with Bill Gussie, the bike bond United Off-Road Racing, which is a high-speed start. Now we're going to look at how they start an AMA Enduro. We're going to head to Leaf River, Illinois for a District 17 event.
As we get near the key time, that's the start of the Enduro. This is a timed event. When you sign up, you draw a time. One thing nice about Enduro, if you got a bunch of friends that you're riding with, you can all draw the same time and ride together. But it's a timed event. This event was scheduled to start at 11 o'clock. So every minute after 11 o'clock is your key time. Like I drew 38, so I'm starting 38 minutes after 11 o'clock, which is the key time. And though that's the time I will be scored on for the remaining part of the Enduro. As this group of riders heads out to the woods, there's a number board there, and as they flip the number board, that's the time for you to leave. You see them head into the woods. This first section is an 18-mile-an-hour average speed is what you have to maintain in the woods. Now, 18 miles an hour doesn't sound like much, except when you are in the woods and you're trying to maintain it. But this is my first dirt event for the year. A lot of these riders have rode events all season long, and this is the final event of the year for most of them. As another group heads out, and before you know it, it is my time to get going. So I ride over to the starting area. I'm on a Kawasaki KLX 300 that I borrowed from my friend Phil Young. Like I said, my key minute is 38, and I'm right on time. As you'll see the board, it says 37. That's the group from 37 taking off. And now it's going to be my time as I wait my minute for my start. And I'm going to ask Ryan to keep an eye on my truck as I come up and get marked for the start.
Keep an eye on my truck. If anybody's here, my truck right here. Okay. I didn't mark it.
Well, as you can see, there's a few other riders on the same minute. I don't recognize them, but like I said, this is my first dirt event for the year. and I'm gonna have to get my dirt legs, which is a term I use. You gotta get used to riding in the dirt if you're gonna make a good clip, keep a good speed. As I head out across this cornfield to begin the AMA Enduro. Now when the Brush Poppers had the final Enduro of the year, they used to call it the Bitter End Enduro. This is not the Bitter End Enduro. I don't even know what name they have for this. But we're with the Forest City Riders, AMA Enduro, and I'm looking forward to the great adventure as we head into these woods. As we go back to the footage at Naked City, you can see the starts are different between a Hare Scrambles and an Enduro. The scoring is also different. A Hare Scrambles, it's the fastest guy. With Enduros, it's paying attention to the proper times. There are more checkpoints in endurance for time and that you're on the right trail. Living in the Midwest is a great place to live. Living in the Chicagoland area, Michigan, Indiana, there are plenty of off-road events that you can participate in. If you want to get into motorcycle competition, believe me, there's nothing like riding a good enduro. More bang for your buck. You get to ride 4 to 5 hours for a low entry fee. You don't need a new bike. As I continue on, this is one tough trail, but it is big fun. But when a faster rider wants to get by, I'll let them get by. These guys are going for points, going for district championships. I don't want to impede their progress. And earlier, I got some comments from some of the competitors out here. So we're going to go and see what some of the riders have to say as I come into this observe point. Jeff Fredette's on the right there. As I continue on, let's go to the comments from these riders.
I'm Farrell. I'm from near Chicago, and we're here at Roselawn, Indiana for the summer Roselawn Enduro, where the nudists are, as they say. And we're out today to go about 80 miles through the woods and sand, and hopefully it won't be too hot for us. I think we're going to have a good day. It should be a lot of fun.
Hi, I'm Dave Kiso from Oak Park, Berwyn, Illinois, and out here to enjoy the summer bummer. I think this is my probably 34th year of doing this almost every year. It's just an awesome ride. Just looking forward to having a great time, riding some trails and hanging with buddies.
Jeff Goss, Ride Enduro, has just been doing it since I was 15, and this is one of the best ones to hit, I guess, and just the competition, I guess.
Tom Elliott. I ride Enduros because I like to torture myself. It's just a lot of fun, you know. Better than motocross. It makes for the whole day riding, and it's a lot of work, but we enjoy it. Pay for it next week.
My name's Ben Schaefer, and I'm riding because I need to have fun. And ride 250A, and just love enduro riding. I'm John Weber. I'm here to ride this enduro today, partly because I'm crazy, but other than that, a hell of a lot of fun. This is a great place to ride, and enjoy the hell out of it. I got my buddy here, Jeff Goss, who's helped me out a lot, and I'll be riding with him 1 minute ahead of him and see if I can beat him today. This will be an exciting thing if I do. That's about it.
Quentin Davis, and I don't have a clue why I ride them. Just fun. It's the only reason there is anymore.
I continue on. Dave Kiso, second guy to talk, who's the part owner of Illinois Harley Davidson, 34 years. In fact, Dave said he came out here and rode this event on a Sportster, a Harley Davidson Sportster 900. Must have been back in the days when he felt braver and not as smart as he is now. But he said he finished on that Sportster. Tons of torque. He rides a 600 single, 4-stroke now. I think he's riding gas. But he's one of the regulars. Tries to run as many Enduros during the year as possible. Like I said, this is the greatest way. If you want to do some trail riding, if you want to see new trails, it's time to get an AMA card. Check your AMA magazine. See the schedule, where the Enduros are. Go out and compete. If you want to compete, believe me, this is tough competition.
I should point out that riding an AMA Enduro, you need a motorcycle driver's license, a street legal motorcycle, and an insurance card. Bill Gussie's 2-day events has a class for everybody. 50cc, 65cc.
42, that's Audrey Remney. .45, Matthew McDonald. 44 is Bryce Han. Oh, one of the dads quick out there. Keep them bikes running. A little PW50 Yamaha. I wish I had bikes like this when I was growing up. The number 3P, Jeremy Solzman. He's running in second place in that 4 to 6 class. 19 flashes by, that's Jacob Rakowski. They are flying. Having a great time. The A riders are on the front line. Let's check out this start. Wait for Bill Gussie to throw the flag. Kick start, dead engine. They'll scoot around. They're not playing around. These kids are on the gas. Up front, 44, that's Dustin McDonald. 45 comes flashing by. They head out on the motocross track, then they head out into the field, running half the course, so they get a full range of riding out here. Now the B class lined up, dead engine again. These guys get treated just like the big guys. They get the green flag. Let's see who's got the start as they race around the barrel. Onto the course, under the Parts Unlimited tent. Up front, that's number 12. That's Kyle Carr. He's on the gas. 19 goes by. That's Rachel LeMay. She's on the gas. They'll run part of the motocross track and head out in the field. Coming back in now, Rachel LeMay. Boy, that girl can ride. She's on the gas, looking good. And as we get to the end, towards the end of this 45-minute race, the 50s rode for 1/2 hour. The 65s are going for 45 minutes. They're using part of the short course out there, but flying out there on the gas. It's Stephen Willis. He's leading the A class. Dustin McDonald's running second. Kyle DeFra is third. Cody Kerner is fourth. Look at this kid fly through them hoops. In the B class, it's Austin Wells up front. Dylan Drew Varga is running second. Dylan Allison's third. Kyle Carr is fourth. As you can see, if you run with United Off-Road Racing, you do not need a street legal motorcycle. You do not need headlights or taillights. He has a class for kids. He has a class for different ages. He has a class for quads. With the AMA Enduro, it's more of a timed event. You have to pay attention to your time. It's a different skill set with the riders. I gotta run more off-road races. Believe me, this is sheer heaven. Big fun. It's tough. Maintain the bike, and that's part of it. Believe me, doing your own bike, doing your own work, learning how to work on a bike. I can't tell you the importance of doing your own stuff, checking the tires, changing tires, greasing stuff at the right time. My bike runs pretty good. Now I have to replace stuff. It's not cheap. This bike runs pretty good. It's as fast as I need it to be. It's fast enough to win ice races, so I think it's fast enough. So I head through the woods, tight little woods here. Some of these trails we've run before. Looking forward to what Bill's going to throw at us out there.
Let me say, it's a different skill set used for either off-road racing or riding an enduro. Both are very tough. It takes a great amount of skill and knowledge.
Well, now I'm on one of the road sections. This is going to take us over to another wood section. This gives me an opportunity to catch back up on time. But they do have reset areas where you can take a break, get a drink of water, got fuel stops. But I use these road sections and the brakes to catch back up. I'm about 8 minutes down right now. And there's a storm brewing in the distance. But as we get into this last section,
Whereas the majority of this enduro, the Naked City Enduro, takes place at the Nudist County in Roselawn, Indiana. They use public roads, state highway, county roads to connect the different sections. That is why your bike needs a headlight, a tail light. You need a driver's license, a motorcycle driver's license, and you probably need an insurance card. The challenge is there. Whether you're racing off-road with Bill Gussie or if you're riding an AMA Enduro, it's all big fun.
As I come upon my friend Bill Cavellas, he got a new KTM, he brought it out. I said, hey Bill, is that you stuck? You gotta be careful with these peat fields. He got stuck. I mean, he got a great hole shot. He was way out in front of me. But he's okay. He don't need my hand. He got it out, but he's pretty worn out. He's panting. They head back towards the bar. Music for the show by Engine, Mike Preetz, Intrigue and Travesty, and all this music recorded at Fireside Studios, Westchester, Illinois.
For more information on the AMA, it's AmericanMotorcyclist.com. For District 17, which is Illinois, it's AMADistrict17.com. Michigan is AMA-D14.org. And for Wisconsin, go to CycleUSA.com. For Bill Gussie, it is OMANationals.com or UnitedOffRoadRacing.com. To get in touch with me, email me at teamdan45@gmail.com. And remember, you can always search for more stuff on YouTube with Dan Schmitt Motorcycle Racing.